Hey, this is Russ. You know, by now I would have thought I'd be doing a lot more things than I'm currently doing. I had hoped that by this time, summertime, I'd be able to go outside and take you guys out on the road with me, and we'd go on the bike path, and I can talk and ride, and I guess I can still do that with the mobility scooter, but come on, I had hoped that I would be on a bike on the bike path by now, but my knee isn't good enough to do that. I could take my bike out and try it, but I don't think I'm ready for that. I can do full rotations on my recumbent bike, but that's not the same thing as being on an actual bike, And going on a bike path, going around, from where you start to where it ends, that could be 3, 4, 5 miles. I don't know how much distance that thing is, but I don't think I have enough strength to be able to actually go the entire distance and make it back. So my thought was that I'd get an e-bike, so this way I could pedal my way through, and then as I got tired and I needed some assist, the electronics of that bike would push me through. In fact, if I got halfway through the trail and said I'm too tired, I can't make it back, I could ride that bike with the e-bike and let it push it all the way through itself on the motor. So that was my goal, but my wife won't let me do that. She says that if you buy that bike, I know you're just going to ride it and never even pedal. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's the temptation of just don't do anything, just ride, But, I was hoping that it would be something that would help my knee, but ain't gonna happen. So maybe next year. We'll see how it goes. And I think even for the riding part for myself, I don't think I will be able to do this year. Maybe at best, maybe by fall I can try, and maybe my knee will be better by then a little bit, so that maybe I can try it. But to be on the safe side, it might be better for me to push off till next year. So yeah. So what are we gonna do between now and then? I mean, I've been locked down for a long time. For people who complain that this whole pandemic thing has locked them in the house for so long, you guys don't know compared to how long I've been locked down. I've been locked down 10 months now since the knee replacement, September 19th, 2019. I really haven't gone out. I've only gone to physical therapy, and that was a daily thing to physical therapy for 6 months. And then I go to Costco and to 1 or 2 food stores. That's it. I haven't gone out and done anything other than that. So really, 10 months of lockdown is a lot more than what everyone else has been complaining for maybe 4 months or whatever length of time we've all been locked down now for. So it's yeah, it's sad. I wish I had some opportunity to go do other things. Even on the weekends, when my wife is finished working, she works Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we don't do anything. We basically stay at home. So, yeah, I'm getting a little antsy. I want to get out and do things. Oh, here's some good information for you too. Remember the knee device that I was using to help bend my knee and help get me better extension? It was made by a company called Joint Active Systems, JAS for short. Well, they contacted me. I got an email from them, and they asked me how I was doing, and I told them, I says, under actively being pushed, I was able to hit 130 degrees, but then COVID-19 hit, and then all of a sudden now I'm not going to physical therapy for the last 3 months now since that point, almost 4 months now. So yeah, I don't think I can hit that anymore. So I'm reverting backwards a little bit now. So I guess they thought about it. They emailed me back and they said, can we set up a Zoom meeting with you? So I said, well, sure. They want to talk about my knee, no problem. So we set up a meeting, and I got a chance to talk to the owner of the company, one of the engineers who developed the product, physical therapist there, the sales manager there, and some other person. I'm not sure what his other function was. We talked for about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half, something like that. And so we were discussing my knee, and we were also discussing some of the suggestions that I made on my review of their product. And it sounds like they're going to see if they can make some changes to make the product better. So that's a good sign. But in the meantime, they said they would like to send that unit back to me, and so I can at least start using it again and try to get some more range of motion again. So I told them that, you know, I didn't want to do another rental of this thing because, you know, I have a high copay and everything. And they were kind enough to say, you know, we just want to make sure you're better. So they are going to send that back to me at no cost. So I was surprised, and I was really happy about it because it says, you know, no one's pushing me. So even having this thing, you know, help me bend, that's worth it. I mean, I even pulled out this thing. I don't know, most of the knee guys that probably have one of these belts. These are the belts that you wear when you get out of the hospital because they don't want you falling, so they want somebody to you know, hold on to you while this is strapped to you. But a lot of us use these belts to help pull back on our knee, so we'll wrap it around our leg and start pulling back with it. But I never really liked to do that because it varies, you know, based on how I pull, how hard I pull, and how a few amount of pressure I pull changes the amount of tension there. So I never really wanted to do it, but I just pulled this out thinking I gotta do something, and then this whole thing with JAS came up. So anyways, they're gonna send that unit to me, and then they said, you know, don't worry about the cost, we will absorb the cost. So I was very happy with that. And as we talked more about it, they said, you know, really you need to heat up your knee a little bit before doing this because it'll actually help you bend more. And I know that you know, when I was at physical therapy, that's exactly what the physical therapist did with me. They give me a hot towel, they put it on my knee, and they let that thing warm up for a while, and then they start working my knee, okay? And then after we're all done, then we ice it down, right? Well, I don't have anything to heat up my knee, and so they have a new device out that's ultrasound. They would like me to test it. So they said, we're going to send this to you too at no cost. Make sure your doctor's okay with it, or physical therapists are okay with that. So I sent an email to my doctor, and I heard from them yesterday, and they said, yeah, go ahead and use the ultrasound thing. Just don't exceed the recommended time and usage that the manufacturer suggests. So yeah, they're gonna send this to me again at no cost. Now, typically they do rent this stuff out. Insurance will typically pay for it, but they said, you know, you are kind of a unique case. You've been running with this for so long, so let's do some experimentation here. Let's let you use that ultrasound unit, and then do the bending again using the JAS Knee, and report back to us and let us know how it's going. Now, they also have a monitoring device. These are new things that they've added to it. And this is typically, from what they told me, used for compliance of workman's comp, to make sure you're using the knee system to get better bending out of you, right? So it's called flexion. And this thing somehow hooks up to your smartphone and actually monitors your usage. So they says, you know, since we're going to send this stuff to you, maybe we can send this to you too, and then you can send back some data to us. So it's going to basically help me, but also help them at the same time. So I'm going to do a little bit of work for them by using the device, sending them information, giving them my feedback on these products, and we're going to see if I can actually improve my range of motion using the JAS system. Okay, because they know that I'm not using physical therapy anymore. I've stopped going there since the pandemic happened. So yeah, it's going to be a good thing, and I think it's going to be something that they will benefit from, something I will benefit from, and also something our channel here is going to benefit from, because we're all going to be able to see, does this thing really help do what we are all hoping that it will do? Increase my range of motion, give me better extension. So that's coming. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's coming. So I'm at this point just going to wait for them to send it back to me, and then we'll start up again, and I'll make videos about it so you can see me doing it, and I'll show you how our progress is going with it. So that's the exciting news for me. So I had some comments on the last video that people felt bad that I'm not making the progress that I had hoped because I'm going backwards a little bit. But this is a little bit of glimmer of hope that maybe with the help of the company, I can actually increase my range of motion even though I'm not going to physical therapy anymore. Anyways, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and I will talk to you guys next time.